Okay. Hello, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the friends who have joined across the globe for this wonderful session of JTTP. It is day 12, my dear friends. We are already on day 12. I know there were a lot of work which was done and to start this event, and great kudos to the entire team of JTTP, which is led by Sirisha. Thank you very much. And for all the participants who have joined across the globe, my dear friends. So this is a very great step towards the path, and the name perfectly suits this, right? Journey towards true path. And we have done a couple of seasons earlier, and this is season 3 with all your encouragement and the need of the hour of today's world, my dear friends. So welcome you all again for this wonderful session, and let's start with our greatest pranamams to our Grand Master Brahmashri Pitama Patriji and Swarnamala Patri Madam, without whom we are not here, my dear friends. They have provided such a wonderful knowledge and wisdom, which is making our lives happier, joyful, and blissful always. So koti pranamams to our Grand Masters. And I also want to be enough gratitude to my parents who have introduced me to this path. My sister, my mentors, my kids, all of these people have played influenced in my role to learn this and practice in my daily life, my dear friends. So thank you to all these wonderful people. Just wanted to give a brief introduction about myself before we get on to today's session. As you all I've read the flyer. My name is Sreekanth Garla, and I've been in the US for past about 15 plus years now, and I've been practicing meditation for almost 15 plus years also. I've learned it from my parents, and then got enhanced, I would say, at every level from a different mentors. And it's been a very beautiful journey as of now, my dear friends. And I'm very fortunate to be part of this organization. And as you all know, PSSM is a organization which started by our Grand Master, Brahmashri Pitama Patriji. And we are the child organization of that, doing the activities in the US, my dear friends, and I'm very fortunate to be part of that. We as a team, we are doing very good activities, my dear friends, because this, for people who wanted to do service and who wanted to practice, we are providing this wonderful platform called PSSM USA, and we also have 2 wonderful channels, my dear friends, PMC USA and PMC USA Multilingual, catering to various languages across the globe. So we have a wonderful team, and I'm really fortunate to be part of that, to do wonderful programs. We've been conducting daily meditations non-stop for past about now, I would say, a year now. And we do special programs for full moon meditation. And recently we completed a Navaratri program of 9 days. And after this, we'll be doing a Dhyanama Chakram also. So we are bringing, or we are coming out with this wonderful programs, my dear friends. So I would request everybody to utilize this platform either for practice or to provide service, because a lot of people who practice, but they do not have a platform to use. But we have all those ready, can be used in to enhance for your own practice, or to take it forward, my dear friends. So please utilize this wonderful opportunity. Now, coming to this this particular program, JTTP, my dear friends, I know for the newcomers, right? The main idea of this program is for newcomers, and this will be overwhelming, having various concepts being introduced every day with various masters across the globe, right? They are specialized in those areas, and we are bringing everything together, my dear friends. So I would like to just share one example of how it helped me, because the whole format of this program, my dear friends, we have a wisdom and followed with meditation and then followed with question and answers, right? So these both wisdom and meditation, they play as a complementary roles, my dear friends, because in my initial days, I would just provide an example. In my initial days, when I was practicing meditation and not done enough practice, but in my initial days, somebody recommended me a book called Ramtha, right? It is a white book. People who have seen it before, it's a white book, right? So when I started reading that book at the initial days, somebody recommended that book, so I started reading that book. The first chapter I would have read 7 times in a different time zones. I would never have passed after the first chapter, because not having enough wisdom to read beyond that, right? So while I practice meditation over a period of time, say probably after 6 months or a year, then I read the same book. I was able to finish that book very quick, right? So what does this mean, right? They both, meditation and wisdom, goes hand in hand, my dear friends. So sometimes when you do not, you're not able to have a good meditation, right? Always there are thoughts and things like that. So when you read books, that will help you enhance your meditation, right? And when you don't understand the book or the concept, when we talk like this, when you do not understand, when you meditate and then come back and listen to the same topic, you'll understand, right? So that's why these both goes hand in hand, my dear friends. So that is the whole reason why we kept this wisdom and meditation together on a daily basis, so that all the concepts, my dear friends, are so much our Grandmaster made it so easy to understand and to follow. Are these totally new concepts? No, these have been there for ages, right? It was there in Bhagavad Gita, it was there in our Vedas, it was there done by Ramana Maharshi or Osho, or all these masters have been bringing these same concepts. Patanjali Maharaj, right? All these masters have brought in, depending on their time period, how it can be explained and how it can be followed, depending on the people also, right? The evolvement of general people, and these masters, they bring in that kind of knowledge to match that kind of a generation, my dear friends. So similarly, for our time period, our master Patriji came with such easy to understand concepts which can be implemented in our day-to-day life very easily, right? So that is why we wanted to bring these concepts so that everybody can follow them into their daily life and enhance their living, make their living joyful, happy, and blissful, right? That is the whole reason why we are bringing these sessions in such a format, my dear friends. So all these sessions in the past, whatever I've done, and all these 21 days, they will be available to you either in recording format or on YouTube. So do not worry whether you have not understood certain topic or you have not understood something. You can go back, listen to that, because once you have done this 21 days of meditation, you would have enough energy to understand these, and then you can go back and revisit them, my dear friends. So that is the whole idea, right? So now coming to this energy, right? So that is the topic we've been discussing. This topic, energy as a topic, we've been discussing from day one, right? Taking, say, for example, science of meditation, soul wisdom, right? All these places we have talked about this concept called energy. And now at this point of time, we understand the importance of energy, my dear friends, right? So actually these concepts, we should have learned it in our school time, right? But for some reason, at least in my time when I was going to school, in my initial school, like until about elementary or so, we used to have something called, apart from all the subjects, we used to have something called moral science, right? So at least some of the things they used to discuss, or they used to, whether we like it or not, they used to penetrate, right? Because those are important aspects of quality of life, my dear friends. All this education what we are having these days are purely become like a quantitative, right? Whether what is the rank we are getting, what is the score we are making, right? It's all becoming numbers rather than becoming more qualitative. What is that we are learning out of it? We have lost that, right? And learning of what, right? Purely based on what is, say, suppose if you go on higher education and then you make, okay, how many bridges you made, how many roads you made, right? So we are talking about all the making outside without understanding the beautiful technology what we already have, right? Without understanding the values of what this human life is, right? So all those we used to cover in that moral science subject, but that has been taken out also. So there is no option of knowing ourselves in our education period, my dear friends. So from this regard, Pyramid Spiritual Society movement has an educational wing which is taking this spiritual science into schools, into educational system, to bring back that kind of a knowledge base at the young age, my dear friends, because this is so important for us to make our living much more joyful rather than become so stressful, so mechanical life what we are all leading. We can come out of that and be more joyful if we understand this sophisticated system rather than before understanding the system outside, right? So this is a very major step what this educational wing of PSSM is doing. Very happy to be part of that also. Now, going into the to the format today, so we'll be talking about one beautiful topic, which again introduced by our Grand Master, Brahma Shri Pitama Patriji, about this energy, which is called B.E.A.T. B-E.A.T. We'll talk what that technology is, because we have understood in all these earlier sessions the source of energy, the importance of energy, right? How you can gain them, all that we have understood. But this particular session of today will be helpful, though we know, right, the source of energies and all that. Though the practice is easy, we know how difficult it is to gain the energy, right? Because it comes so purely of dedication, practice, what we do. The technology is simple, right? The practice methodology is simple, but this works purely based on your dedication, based on your efforts, what you put into, right? So because it is so difficult to gain, we need to understand how this energy can be utilized in its highest manner, and how we can not lose for unnecessary reasons, right? Because gaining is become so difficult, so we need to ensure that we maintain and use it in a proper way, right? Like say suppose, for example, we have a tank of water, right? And we are trying to fill that using your bore pumps, your all those energy matters. You are using that and filling the tank in very difficult manner. And say suppose if it has all holes in it, and instead of using it in the actual pipe, the water is going off in those holes, then what is the point, right? We are not able to utilize that for the actual purpose of storage and usage, right? So we need to understand what are the ways we'll be able to patch the holes so that we can formulate the usage of that energy in a right manner. Because energy is of course unlimited, right? It's all throughout, but the switch to receive it is one particular switch, which we have understood in science of meditation, that we need to manage that switch. But for utilization, there are various ways you will utilize. Source is one, but utilization is in multiple places. So we need to manage it in a proper manner, as how we manage money resource, right? Our income is one, but we have various expenditures going outside. We manage it so in a manner that we are always utilizing in the right way, right? Similarly, the energy, my dear friends, we'll have to ensure we are utilizing it in the right way. So that is what we are going to talk today in our session. And then we have a guest who will be joining us, very important guest. We'll introduce him once he joins, and then followed with meditation and then question and answer session, my dear friends. So this will be the format. So without any delay, let me share a small presentation which will help you visualize while I talk. Okay, let me know when you see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sreekanth. Okay, so friends, this is the subject what we are going to talk today, B.E.A.T, right? This is all terminology, my dear friends, so don't get too much worried about this terminology. The following will be very easy, I promise that. So what is that we are talking about? And we all talked about the key factor, right? So what is most important factor behind all our activities? We know, because without energy, there is no movement or no happening, right? The energy is the main source of all our activities. We know that. We have discussed over all these sessions, so we understand. But so what is now B.E.A.T called? So body energy amplification technology, my dear friends. So it's again a terminology which Patri sir has created. So it is so beautifully made for this kind of a generation. In today's world, we know how important a life of a battery is. Say, for example, our cell phone, right? How important to charge it as fast as possible, right? Earlier, the flip phones we used to use at least in a weekly once we used to charge, right? As the technology becomes smarter and smarter, it needs more battery, right? Similarly, as a human being, we are becoming smarter and smarter, my dear friends. So which means we need a technology which can charge this sophisticated system much faster, right? If the small cell phone needs a technology which can charge faster, then this whole sophisticated technology also needs, right? There's no doubt about it, because it is so easily understandable that it needs that kind of energy. Because the lack of energies, we feel all these kind of problems, stress, not able to manage our day-to-day life. Why? Because of that lack of energy, because we are not able to recharge it as fast as we consume, right? So suppose you charge your cell phone for only 10 minutes, you are able to charge only for 10 minutes. You could use only that much, right? But if you are able to charge, I mean, if you are able to bring a good charger and charge it for 30 minutes, and then you're able to use it for much more time. Similarly, we need a good charger for ourselves to charge so that we can use it for longer. So Patri sir has given us a beautiful charger. We need to utilize that, my dear friends. So let's understand what those charger and how it works and how we can utilize that, right? So we all know how important the energy is, and how important we need to keep it at a very high level. Because if you are not having your energy levels at high peak level, you are not able to balance your life, my dear friends. That is the whole reason you need to have your high energy levels always. If your energy levels are low, then you're not able to manage the situation when it comes up, right? But when you are high, then you have a lot more visibility of what the problem is and how to resolve it, or how to even face it, right? Without any feeling of stress, because now you have the larger visibility because you have higher energy levels. So that is the only reason why we are not able to handle our situations in a better way, because our energy levels are not in a enough level to manage that, right? So that is the whole reason why we need to have our energy levels at peak level. Okay, why do we lose energy? Because of improper or the physical, mental, right? We are not able to balance, as I said, right? We are not able to balance our day-to-day life in a manner where we can be happy. It's always stressful. We are always competing with somebody. We are always wanting to be the best of everybody, right? We always should be best of ourselves, right? Are we better than yesterday? Are we better than the scenario what we did earlier? We do not have to compare with anybody, because not all five fingers are same. Each finger has its own size, own capacity, it has its own duty, right? So we do not have to compare with anybody else, but we need to compare with our own selves. Then you will not lose energy, right? So there are various levels where we lose energy, and that is what we are going to cover today, and how to regain that, or how to make it in balance so that we are not losing. As I said, in the tank with multiple holes, we are trying to patch up all these holes one by one, my dear friends. Can it be improved? Yes, we have the capabilities of improving, right? Because we know the methodology of how we can gain the energy, right? Now we are having the wisdom on how we can patch the holes. Then automatically it is improved, because there is no wastage and all the energy is utilized in a right manner, right? So we know the technology. That is what we are trying to understand today. So the first and foremost is food. So all the aspects what we are talking is about our body, my dear friends. That is what it is called, body energy amplification technology, right? So all the things what we do with this body is what we are going to talk today. And food is one of the main aspect of energy sourcing, my dear friends. You know, right? Food is also part of the sourcing, right? And the main source of energy, of course, is coming through your sleep or through your meditation. But food is also one of the angle where energy can be sourced. So So instead of food become a source of energy, the type of food and the quality of food what we are eating is going against and becoming a leakage rather than becoming a source. That's what is happening in today's world, right? How? Based on these factors, what is listed, right? We all know that animal is not a food by itself, right? They have the equal opportunity of living their own life, and since we are not, what would say, since we are not responsible of its birth or its maintenance, we do not have any opportunity or any what I say, reason of harming that, right? So there is no question, it's not a food at all, right? We all know that. And also the intake of food, my dear friends, we have become so mechanical in life, right? We want to finish it off, right? We want to finish, it's lunchtime, 1 o'clock, let's finish off lunch. It's 9 in the morning, let's finish off our breakfast. That's how we have become in a routine methodology rather than waiting for hunger, right? We have lost the aspect of hunger, my dear friends, right? We do not know how hunger would look like, right? But that is again the leakage, right? So we need to be very conscious in the way we eat food, in the way we cook food, right? This is a great example what we have learned from our Grandmaster Patriji, the importance for the food he gives, right? The way he cuts the vegetables, the way he cooks it, the way every time we spend time with him in cooking, it is like an joyful activity, right? We'll be waiting what we'll make for dinner, right? What we'll make for lunch next day, right? There is so much of eagerness we will have, because that much of interest he shows in making that whole activity so beautiful, right? So he'll explain the way we cut the vegetables, the way we need to respect food. Wow, great lessons, my dear friends. We are very fortunate. We have seen Patri sir in multiple times doing that, and we have learned a lot from him on how to deal with this activity, and we thoroughly enjoy on every step what he does, and we follow that, and we are very fortunate again, as I said again. So we at least here in the US, we follow this a lot, using the food, cooked food, keeping in refrigerators, using a microwaves. All these, my dear friends, if you want to resolve your hunger, then all this will help. But if you want to gain energy and not make your energy work for the food, then you should not follow all this, right? It is very common that we use, yes, it is very common, but are you making this food work for you, or are you working to digest that food? What is that you need, right? So we need to look at that angle and utilize it, right? So the food should work for us. That is how we should be, because that is the source of energy. Instead, by following all these non-scientific methods, what we are doing is we are spending energy to digest that food what we are eating. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't look scientific also, right? So that is why these things we need to follow, that food will work for us rather than we work for it, right? You can split the doses, right? Do not eat until we are completely full, right? Split the doses in multiple times, so that it is easy to digest and ready, that food is ready to work for you, right? Once in a while, let's keep fasting. Once in a while, let's have just a liquid diet, right? All these will help our system to work in a very enhanced manner rather than I said, the whole energy system is working to digest that food. Then it doesn't help the purpose, right? So this is one of the main leakage we need to stop for the energy to flow through, right? So that's about food, my dear friends. Let's see what is the next one. So water again, right? We all know water is so important because almost, I would say, what, 70 to 80% of our body contains water, right? So how of course, we'll have to drink water. We have most of the scientists, most of the nutrients are saying that we'll have to take water intake very frequently, keep hydrated and all that, right? The other thing what Patrice said is we should drink it consciously. You should feel for it, right? Because as how you respect food, you need to respect water, right? Because as I said, this is 80% of your body contains it. Then why not respect, right? We normally take what we see something, we be thinking something and then drinking, right? So all these again are not helping the body energize. Instead, we are making the body work to take that water. So opposite, let's consciously drink. And when you consciously drink, what happens is the water will submerge with your body very easily and goes to places where it is needed, right? So this beautiful technology works absolutely wonderful, my dear friends. We just have to understand and go with that flow rather than strain that body, right? So this intake of conscious drinking, you try for a couple of days and see the difference. You'll thoroughly enjoy the every sip, every drop which goes inside, right? You'll thoroughly enjoy. And again, bathing, right? We all know how fresh it would become to take a shower. What happens, we are thinking that we are shower taking only from outside, but all our energy cycle across the body, there is a aura formed, which is also cleansed with that showering, my dear friends. If you have noticed, most of your thinking patterns works very well while you shower. If you have noticed, you get beautiful ideas when you are taking a shower. Why? Because the whole system is cleansing from inside out, right? So water has so much importance in our day-to-day life, and we need to respect that and ensure that we take it very consciously, all these, my dear friends, so that this will enhance our energy levels, right? So that's about water. Let's see what is the next one. Speech. Wow. This, I think we have understood in one of our earlier sessions in 4 agreements, right? How speech is important, right? The every word what we talk should be very useful and energy based instead of gossiping, my dear friends. The main leakage of speech is gossiping, right? When you're talking about a third person who is not present at the conversation, right? That is the main leakage in this particular element, right? So we need to be very conscious on what we talk and what we utter, right? So if there is no things to share, it is better to be silent rather than talking not necessary things at that particular moment. Maybe the subject what you're talking might be very good, but if it is not the environment to talk, we should not. Then the quality of the subject what you're talking gets lost, right? So small example is talking about meditation, right? In a party where you have gone, it is not necessary at that movement, because the whole mindset who have come there is for a different purpose. Just that you know something you wanted to share doesn't make sense at that particular moment. So it is very, very, very important to talk the right thing in the right place, right? If you have nothing to talk in that party, just be silent and enjoy the every movement of what's happening there. It's okay, right? So speech is very, very important, my dear friends. So you need to be this. Even after so many years of meditation, I practice personally, because there is sometimes a leakage in my speech. I control, I learn every day on how to improve that, and how best I can utilize my speech, right? It's always a learning curve, and are we doing better than yesterday is what we need to see for ourselves. We do not have to compare again with anybody, just compare with ourselves to see what we are doing, what we are delivering. Are we doing this better than yesterday, right? If the same concept I'm talking a year ago could be different than what I'm talking now, because I would have learned, right? I would have gained some wisdom in this period. So I improvise, right? I always do betterment, right? That is how we need to be improving ourselves on a day-to-day basis, right? We don't have to use complex words. We do not have to use tough language, right? Simple language, be as clear as possible, and say the content in a simple manner. That's all we need, right? Only if you want to do something harm to others, then all this is needed, to have a language which they cannot understand, or use words which nobody understands, right? But if you want to convey message with love, simple language is enough, right? So we need to be as simple as possible and as clear as possible, so that somebody can understand and they want to be in the company, right? Rather than going away, oh man, this guy is coming, let's push off, right? It should not be in that manner. So we need to be in very clear and simple language, my dear friends. Okay. Next, seeing. See, all these, my dear friends, are very important activities what we do with our body. That is why we need to understand the utilization of these resources and how you can enhance them, right? Seeing is the highest consuming of energy after your thought, right? Because from the eyes, the maximum energy is flowing out, my dear friends. That's why when we meditate, we always want to close our eyes, because the energy what you take should not be lost, right? And seeing unnecessary things, if you do not want to see, it is better to close our eyes, right? And when you're talking to somebody, my dear friends, this is again an important aspect which we normally do not do. So if we can bring this into practice, this again is one of the leakage which we can stop, like seeing into somebody's eyes while you're talking, right? So that is where your connection to that person establishes, and there is no energy loss. While you think of something and when you're talking to somebody, then there is a leakage, right? When you're talking, you hold hands and you talk by saying into their eyes, then there is no energy loss, there is energy gain. So very important thing to practice. And all these, my dear friends, you can try yourself and see how it is going to change or enhance your process, right? So these are all very easy to follow. We just have to remember them while you do. While you practice for some days, it then becomes automatic, right? So seeing, as I said, is very, very important while you are talking to their eyes. Okay, so what is the next one? Sleep. Wow, sleep is very, very, very important, because this is where, whether for all the people who are doing meditation or not, everybody are gaining energies, right? How? Not through their food, not through the other things what they do, but the maximum energy intake happens while you are in sleep, my dear friends, while you are in that delta mode of the sleep, right? Not just by closing your eyes or rolling onto the bed, not then. When you go into the deep sleep state, that is when you source your energy. So these days, having a good sleep has become like a gift. Not everybody are able to sleep because they are continuously thinking of something, doing something, and they are not able to rest their mind when it is needed, right? So this whole concept of meditation comes into picture because of this, my dear friends. We are not able to we are able to stop our hands, we are able to stop our legs, but we are not able to stop our mind without thinking, right? This meditation helps to get into that mode of sleep. So that's why there is a very close relationship between sleep and meditation, my dear friends. So meditation, we call it as conscious sleeping, whereas sleep is unconscious meditation, right? That's how they both are related, and you need practice to stop the mind doing meditation, so that in sleep you are able to get into that mode very easily because you have practiced it. So sleeping is very, very important activity and a gift for our life, and let's utilize that to the best available process, my dear friends. We know if we are not having a good sleep, how the following day is going to look like, because instead of sleep gaining energy, we are utilizing the energy to have a good sleep, right? So all these are working against us, my dear friends. All these utilities are there to help to enhance our energies rather than utilizing those energies. So we need to keep all these resources in a manner which will work for us, right? So that is where meditation comes into play, and make our sleep much more rich and peaceful, right? Having a good sleep is a gift, my dear friends. So let's not lose that. You can split doses also, right? It's nothing wrong to have a quick afternoon sleep. Nothing wrong. Just recoup that energy and get back, so that your second half of the day works much more energetic than the first half, because you had that good break and a quick sleep, right? So sleep is very important again. So utilize that in a right manner. Breathing. We have been talking about breathing throughout, my dear friends, from day one, because as I said, the sourcing of energy is a switch, right? There's only one switch, that is the breathing, observation of the breathing. That is the switch, my dear friends. When you observe that breathe, the mind comes into stillness. Only when the mind is still, there is flow of cosmic energy, right? So breathing is so important in our day-to-day life. And we all know, when there is no breath, there's no life. We know, right? So being that important, we are not giving enough importance to that breathing. So that is why in meditation we follow that particular switch, which is very, very important, and observe the inflow and outflow of the breath, right? For somebody it could be linear, for somebody it could be in circulated, whatever fashion. We just observe the flow of that breathing, so that we respect. And once you do that, that is when you gain your cosmic energy, right? And when you gain your cosmic energy, your energy levels are in the peak, you're able to manage your situations better, right? So as we have been saying, there is a connection between sleep and meditation. Yes. So 6 hours of unconscious sleep is 1 hour of conscious meditation, right? So very, very important aspect of keeping our energy levels high is breathing, my dear friends. Emotions. This is again one of the important points where the leakage happens, right? We all know that emotion plays a major role in our behavior, right? Some people say that if you are meditating, you should be able to hold your emotions. No. When I'm meditating, I'm more clear on showing my emotions, whether it is anger, whether it is sorrow, anything, or happiness or joyfulness, I become more expressive. So what meditation teaches us or makes us understand is you do not carry that emotion, right? You feel that emotion at that particular time and you move on. Either of the things, either joyfulness or sorrowness or angriness, whatever, at that moment it is needed to express, you express and just move on, right? We do not suppress. Suppress again is loss of energy, my dear friends. So just ensure that you are expressing freely all your emotions, but do not carry them along with you, right? You leave that emotion there. Then there is no energy loss, right? So though it is important, but we need to know how to manage, and that manage comes based on practice. That practice comes through meditation, right? Physical touch, right? So one good example we can give here is, say for example, when you carry a baby, right? How blissful you feel, how happy you feel because of the touch you have to that physical body, my dear friends, right? So it is very important. That's why even when you talk to somebody, you shake your hands and then talk. The energy is flow between those two hands or those body touch is very nice feeling, right? So you can use that as a good emotion, and you can develop your friendship, right, with anybody, with your siblings, with your partner, with your parents, right? All these, when you hug somebody, right, when you care with somebody with all the physical touch, then there is an enhancement of your friendship, and that friendship adds to your energy rather than keeping away, being yourself. You think you do not want to be with anybody. All that are again energy leakages. But when you are with somebody, when you are touching somebody, then there is a gain with the friendship based, right? So that is when you gain your energy. Normal work, we all know, because you are practicing this consciously. So when all this, when you say, right, when you are meditating, your concentration improves, your stress levels decreases, all this, how it is happening? Because you are able to keep your energy levels high, right? You are able to make your normal work so easy. It is like spreading a green carpet in front of you, right? Rather than feeling all obstacles coming on your way, you will feel that everything is so easy and so simple. How is this happening? Because you're able to deal with it in much more passionate or with much more happier. Even the toughest situation will feel you bring you happiness because you're able to maintain that energy levels, my dear friends. Okay, so your normal work will become easier and easier. Okay, this is the last one, my dear friends, which is very important. Your maximum energy utilization happens in this mode, right? So the thinking, whether you want it or not, it keeps on going. All your thoughts, it do not know where to stop, where to start, because you have allowed it for all these years, right? We have allowed it, our thought, to go wherever it can, and we do not have any single percentage of control over it, right? So that's why when you are attending a class, any class, right? Even even say suppose at your work, when you are attending a conference, you're not able to fully be there. Your mind is somewhere else. You hear to one point, and then next point you lost because you are not there, right? So we have allowed our thought to go wherever is needed, but that's all. This is energy loss because that is the highest utilization, right? So even your Patri sir gave again 4 beautiful concepts of disastrous thinking, negative thinking, positive thinking, and miraculous thinking, right? When your energy levels are at high, you always think miraculously. You will have highest thought pattern, and you'll be able to achieve various things rather than having a disastrous or negative thinking. You struggle for every aspect of your life. You do not know which one to choose, this, that, right? Because of energy low levels, your intuition is always giving you something, but you are not able to reach to that frequency of listening to your intuition because your energy levels are low. Whereas your energy levels are high, when you close your eyes and you listen to it, it will say, when the intuition gives you, it will always guide you the right way, right? There's no question about it. Only when the mind plays, then you have choices. When you allow your intuition to lead, then it is always the right path, my dear friends. It could be difficult, it could be tough, but it is the right path. So you can blindly follow your intuition, but that you will be able to reach to that frequency only when you have high energy levels, my dear friends. So this is very, very important. And if you do not have anything to think, meditate or do some activities like playing games, sports, or even arts, painting, singing, because all these are energy gaining activities rather than thinking unnecessarily. If it is not required, that's a leakage, right? But if you keep yourself busy in any of these activities, like art, sports, games, of any of these, then you are gaining energy from all those, my dear friends. So these are all energy gaining techniques rather than energy losing. So all these aspects what we discussed, my dear friends, are beautiful utilities available in our body. But if we use it in the right method, we enhance. Whereas if you do not use it in the right method, we have leakages. So I think that's my last slide, my dear friends. I'm not sure if I took more time than expected, but it's an important topic which we need to understand. So thank you for listening, and we'll take question and answers at the end, my dear friends. Now let's get into our next segment, where we have our important guest who is with us. He's been great support for PSSM organization. He was there from past, I would say, about 40 plus years. He has been a person who has been a right hand to our Grand Master Brahmashri Pitama Patriji, and he's been playing as various roles. One of the role was being a personal secretary to our Grand Master, and now he's been taking care of these wonderful magazines which we release, Spiritual India and Spiritual Science, which gives greatest wisdom, my dear friends. With great masters across the globe, they bring this wisdom into this book, into these magazines, which you can subscribe. So let's invite, my dear friends, Sai Kumar Reddy sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us at this event. And we welcome you, sir. And please share your thoughts and your wisdom, sir.
Thank you very much, Sreekanth sir, and all the JTTP admins and all the masters worldwide, pyramid masters who have been watching this program. What a wonderful session to recollect what Patri sir has told 15 years back. The B.E.A.T concept, which was first published in the magazine Spiritual India. First, it came in the format of a pamphlet, a brochure, then into the magazine. And really appreciate you, sir, for taking this wonderful concept, B.E.A.T, body energy amplification technology, amplifying technology. And let me introduce myself before. My name is A.V. Sai Kumar Reddy. I have been secretary to Patri sir from 1996. It's 26 years. Till his last breath, I was taking care of his whole tour diary, moving from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, throughout the world, spreading the message of Dhyana Jagat, Shakahara Jagat, and Pyramid Jagat. That's one point. The second point, how I came to meditation in 2 lines. There was a mental instability. There was a physical instability in me, which led me to meditation. The only way. I went to many masters. I did many experiments, went to medication, but only one thing helped me at the last and the end is meditation. Not only meditation, meditation with the support of reading metaphysical books and using the energy of the pyramid that made me what I am today, mentally stable, physically healthy. And when I started doing meditation, what now Sreekanth has said, the 10 points, the byproducts of meditation and reading spiritual science books has come on its own. So how we lose, how we don't fine tune our energy by over talking, unnecessary thinking, seeing what not to be seen, our food habits, drinking water, sleepless nights, everything disappear by gradually one by one, one by one, one by one. And it was so beautiful now. I came to an understanding how to amplify my energy beautifully with this concept. I try to understand this concept. This is the most significant concept of the PSSM movement, where everybody stands and everybody understands that. You become a master of over your energy, how to fine tune it, how to balance it, how to make it possible, when to use it, when not to use it. The last point was the cutoff point, when to cut, when to stop, when not to stop. So this has helped me. Thank you, sir, for really recollecting all these beautiful concepts. I will be updating you more concepts what Patri sir has told, so that you can spread it in the coming JTTPs and the future. So like this, I made a U-turn into my life. In this 25 years, there was no going to doctor, no overthinking, no the struggle, no stress, no strain. One thing happened in my life is, in my dictionary, the problem has been removed and they are replaced with challenges. So that I removed that word. And the second word that I removed is no boredom. There is nothing called boredom. I was always active. And if I brief about Patri sir, in this 25 years being closely associated, I lived more with my family, with Patri sir, more than that. So in this 25 years, I have never seen Patri sir wasting a single moment. He was either reading a book or teaching or learning or watching a cricket or doing cooking, something. He is always active. As Sreekanth said, he keeps him occupied. There is no empty, unnecessary thoughts. And I have seen my master in this very close with him, that he has never ill-spoken about anybody. Not even a single word. No complaints, no judgments. And he was always complimenting. As Sreekanth said, he was always complimenting, even for a small thing. Even Sreekanth, thank you very much. You have given a nice food. Anila, thank you very much. Today's cooking was wonderful. So that was his way of moving things ahead, motivating people. And when Patri sir told me about, hey, you are a Buddha, Sreekanth, you are a Buddha, it took me 4 years to understand what he was referring to. He was seeing a tree in the seed. He was seeing a Buddha in Sreekanth, a Buddha in Sai Kumar, a Buddha in Shirisha. So everybody. So this was our master, and every day he made a point to read a book in this 25 years. There was not a single day. Either he was reading a book or correcting a magazine, correcting a book, and he was always through. And Sreekanth knows very well. Most of the time we too went to, that time there was no technology to take a photo of that. We used to go to FedEx, take the printouts, send it to India, and everywhere, wherever I went to USA, every person knows, oh, Patri sir is coming. Let us keep our printer ready. Let the papers get ready. This was a very common factor. And so such a beautiful, he was correcting all the magazines sitting in Sreekanth's house, in many places sitting in their house. Dhyana Jagat, Spiritual India, Spiritual Science. So Patri sir has read more than 1 lakh books, more than 1 lakh metaphysical books. He is not a man who simply just jumped into meditation. He has done his own research. He went to every ashram, every masters, and he has read whoever there is a spiritual scientist throughout the world, he has gone through it. And he stayed in every ashram. I'll tell you an incident. He stayed 15 days in Theosophical Society in Adiyar in Chennai, reading books, interacting with the masters, what they understood. Over a year of finding, then he came to an understanding that Anapanasati is the most simplest technique which can be adapted to make your life at ease. So life becomes ease through meditation, through Swadhyaya, through Sajjana Sangatya. With this brief introduction, let me come to the point of Swadhyaya, which is very, 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 very important. As I told you, he is such a master. He has never insisted anybody, you have to follow me, you have to read my book, you have to be a member only of the PSSM movement. He has given a openness to everybody. Go Sreekanth, read all the books, all the metaphysical books. Go to every master, learn from every master. Every master has gone through a phase. Every master has gone through an experience. Read their experiences and update yourself. Don't confine to one thing. Be a multidimensional personality. He was a great multidimensional personality. Moving from one action to another action. Reading books and telling about different concepts and different how he applied into our physical lives. So after reading so many books, he found one day, yes, the essence of these books, the gist of these books should go to all the people. in their own languages where they can understand easily. So there are so many masters throughout, enlightened masters. This India is a Devabhumi. Of course, Sreekanth was telling there should be a scientific temperament. One of the basic 10 insights just he gave, that are the insights that is good enough we can keep as a guiding principles, 10 insights. And as Patri sir told, 18 guiding principles. These 10 principles will motivate you to the next level. So these books, he went to Swami Rama, Ledbetter, Gliansky, so many masters. He has insisted that let us get a magazine. So the magazine started. The essence of what Patri sir's all his readings, his teachings has been published every month in all the language magazines, whatever available in India and English. Likewise, in 2003, while traveling from Dehradun to Chandigarh, me, Venugopal Reddy, one of our senior most pyramid masters who have been with me for the last 25 years, he took the in charge to edit all the spiritual India magazines and spiritual science magazines. I took the in charge to promote the magazine and see that the magazine goes to seeker of truth. So like that, on the way he told, let us start a magazine in English. So the first came a Spiritual India magazine. This is the magazine. So this magazine, the essence of this magazine is it contains all the wisdom of all the Indian enlightened masters. You take Swami Rama, Ramana Maharshi, Osho, Shivananda, what not, who not. So Sai Kumar, we have the responsibility. All the pyramid masters have the responsibility to take the wisdom of every master, Indian master, to the seekers of truth. So when he went to Ramana Maharshi, he has read all the books of Ramana Maharshi. He took the best of the Ramana Maharshi, which is relevant to meditation, which is relevant to our upgrowth, upliftment, in knowing the oneness, in understanding the truth, and started publishing this magazine. It comes a bi-monthly magazine. This has been from 2003. It has been 19 years since this magazine has non-stop coming, catering to all the Indian masters. Okay, the Indian masters who have been doing it. After 3-4 years, Patri sir told, okay, we have been doing so much work on the Indian masters, and there are many masters throughout the world. You took Do Dispenza, you took Ledbetter, Annie Besant, Lobsang Rampa, Brian West. There are so many theosophical masters and many masters worldwide who are scientifically proved that spirituality and science go by hand in hand, and meditation is most important thing that to be adopted in day-to-day life. And they, as Sreekanth now presented it more scientifically, how we lose energy by unnecessary grasping, unnecessary seeing, overeating, not having a right kind of speech, right kind of meditation. And the same has been scientifically told by all many Western masters. So Patri sir told, yes, now a scientific temperament should be there. We will start our magazine catering to spiritual scientists. So this magazine came after 4 years. That was in 2008, it has come. And from there, we have been every bi-monthly publishing the scientists who have done the research on meditation, Swadhyaya, Sajjana Sangatya, and experimented, experienced, and there are Neil Donald Walsh, so many masters. So all these masters, every bi-monthly, we cater to one spiritual scientist from the Western world. Like this, we have been spreading the message. 1 month spiritual India comes, 1 month spiritual science comes, and for the so many years, every month we have been publishing and spreading this. Very, very, very important. There are 4 sides of the pyramid. One side of the pyramid is meditation. The second side of the pyramid is Swadhyaya. The third side of the pyramid is Sajjana Sangatya. And the fourth one is pyramid power. Let us apply this into our lives and evolve ourselves. Life is improvising yourselves. Every day, as Sreekanth just now spoke, he was not the same person yesterday. He has improvised. And he was not the same person tomorrow. He has improvised. He learned. There is two things we have come to teach and to learn. So this simultaneously goes. The best way, how we teach, the more we learn to express ourselves. Sreekanth sir was telling to express openly. There is nothing closed-minded. Whatever it is, sir. Patri sir was that beauty. He was not telling anything beyond that person. He was, whatever he used to say, whether he used to scold, he used to appreciate. He used to say in front of the person, and then it's closed. He never used to again recall even that. And the next day you see, my master has scolded, how will be? But he was so compassionate next day. You can't imagine yesterday he scolded you. That was the beauty of Patri sir, that every pyramid master has experienced personally over the years. And the mastery is moving from one action to another action. Patri sir was a beauty to watch. He moves from one action to another action effortlessly, with ease. So he would have scolded somebody, but immediately he takes with the class, which is such a beauty, and with the serenity, with such a calmness. This is what about my few things which I have mastered. And there was no postponement. That was another great quality of the master. Even when I told many times, sir, we don't get any reservation, no problem. We will go in the general compartment. We used to sit in the near the platform, washrooms, and go overnight journeys. Not one time, 100 times. So even one person comes, he used to teach the same fire, and 1 lakh people also come with the same fire. And one statement, what I understood about my master over these years is the fire within to teach, to spread the meditation, to spread wisdom, was always burning till his last breath. That was about my master. And I request all the masters, whatever the language you know, there are spiritual India, spiritual science in English, Dhyana Jagat in Telugu, Pyramid Jagat in Hindi, Dhyana Tamilagam in Tamil, Dhyana Kasturi in Canada. I request this 1 lakh books, essence, in the form of these magazines. Patri sir is coming every month to your house. I request everybody to subscribe, and Sirisha will be posting all the data and will be sending all the details to every master who have been attending this session. I want more and more JTTPs to happen in USA. I have been there. What a wonderful reception. I got last 4 months. I came to stay only for 20 days in January, but my stay was extended. People calling me. I stayed for 4 months. I am coming again in April to be there in USA to take. For 6 months, I'll be staying in USA, going town to town, spreading the message of 18 guiding principles. That is the constitutions of Pyramid Spiritual Society. And I can say my master has lived to that 18 guiding principles till his last breath. That was what I saw my masters. And it is my responsibility, it is our responsibility, our pyramid master's responsibility to take the message of these 18 guiding principles through nook and corner of the world. So I'll be doing it as my part. So thank you, Sreekanth sir. And it's a great memories in my autobiography to write. I'm writing an autobiography. My stay with you, your family, Atlanta, and all the masters, whatnot, Surisha, everywhere, wherever I go in the USA. Patri sir, we have come 7 times to USA along with Patri sir, and visited many places, and we'll be moving throughout America and spreading that message on both continents, North and South America. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I personally have learned so many things from you, sir. Like, for example, you will be doing various other activities, but while you do those activities, you always have an eye on Patri sir, on what he's doing, what the needs are, and things like that. That's an excellent quality what I've learned from you, and I thoroughly enjoy on how to take care of a master, right? When a master is with you, how you should behave, how you should act, how you should present yourself. I've learned that from you, sir. Absolute gratitude, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We will all move throughout the world. And one small incident I will tell you before I close. It was 1997 when Patri sir asked me, Sai Kumar, are you having a passport? Then I told, no, sir. So you get your passport ready. And I was used to laugh inside myself because Patri sir doesn't have money even to go in a local bus. And he was telling, Sai Kumar, get your passport ready and the world will call you. How come he's saying that the whole world will come to you? The whole will be going to countries. And I was by Patrisa told, okay, an elderly man told, okay, let me get it. Where I spent 1,000 rupees, which was a great amount in 1997. And whatever Patrisa has spoken at that time, that many organizations will come to us. So I see now that the world is calling. I now again tell you, keep your passports ready. The world will be calling, and Sreekanth sir, everybody will be moving from nook and corner of one country to another country. So I have as of now, I have an invitation for 7 countries. Now I am going to Vietnam this month and to take classes, then to Malaysia, then in coming years to Spain, Portugal. So the people, and it has become very simple through the electronic media, through visual media, through Zoom, that we are connected very fast. So with this brief, thank you very much once again, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I would request you to hold on. We'll also open up for question and answers. Just before that,
definitely, I'm there, sir.
Yeah, I'll just say a couple of points before we open up for questions, my dear friends. So about these magazines, my dear friends, the Spiritual India, Spiritual Science, or any language magazines, I just wanted to share my experience, because for me, reading books is the toughest job, my dear friends. So I'm very poor at reading, but with this help of these magazines, my dear friends, they give the gist of that particular master, and becomes so much easier for us to start reading and enjoy and get the outcome of that essence, right, in an easy manner. Instead of reading the whole book, just by reading that one chapter, you will get to know the gist of that particular master. So that's a great service, sir, and it helped personally. It helped me on to gain wisdom on reading, because I was very poor in that, but I gained that habit of reading based on your magazines. So thank you very much for bringing that magazines, my dear friends. And other announcements I just want to make before I open up for questions, please. Sir, after this JTTP, we are doing a session called Dhyana Mahachakram, which is starting from November 1st to 11th. That will be again in Zoom online basis, but we'll have a Amritotsav on November 20th in Maryland in USA. That will be in person. So November 1st to 11th, we will be doing, that is the 11-day session until Sir's birthday. We'll be doing online Dhyana Chakram. We'll provide you all the schedule and details shortly, my dear friends. But that is the program which is coming up next. And also the in-person event, which is happening in Maryland, Amritotsav. So that's a very beautiful event to be in person there, my dear friends. All across the USA, the people, masters will be coming there. And this is the time we'll be spending there together, sharing our gratitude to our Grand Master. That will be the wonderful time to be there, my dear friends. We will post all the required registrations or whatever information needed in our WhatsApp group. Please follow them. So I just wanted to announce that, sir, while you are here.
Thank you, sir. And I am there on in person, sir.
You are there in person?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
I am there in person, sir. I have an idea, but I don't know it was in person. So I would like to meet all masters on one shot. So
Perfect.
I will be coming, and please include me. Please
Oh, very
update
nice,
me.
sir. Very
What
nice.
is the
Very
date,
nice.
sir?
Sure, sir.
What is the date, sir?
November 20, sir.
November 20. So
Like
this
how
session
we did
starts.
it in Kartal 21st last month and Kurnool we did, right? Like that.
Yeah.
This time it is happening in USA, Maryland on November 20, which is November 21 India time.
November 21. So
yeah, that is India time.
Keep me posted, sir. I am
Sure.
there and I want to come. Why postponing till April? For a brief period of 1 month, I will be there with you.
Perfect, perfect, sir.
Where I missed you last time,
yes, sir.
Atlanta, I could not.
Yes, we'll catch up from there. Yes.
And give me a space
Absolutely, sir.
speak about my journey with Patri, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Great masters like you to be part of that is a boon for us, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And also include me and Venugopal Reddy in this short, what you called Dhyan Maha Amrut
Dhanama Chakram.
online.
Okay.
Yeah,
online.
Online.
Sure,
so one session I will take
perfect.
some topic, and Venugopal Reddy will speak on science of meditation and spiritual science online.
Perfect, sir.
And
we'll give you the
again,
date.
I'm telling, Patri sir used to say 3 times, I am there on November 20th. I am there on November 20th in Washington. I am there on Maryland on 20th. Thank you, sir.
Great, sir. Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, friends. I think we are having not enough time for meditation, but we want to open for questions, and then we'll do meditation for a short period.
We'll do meditation first for 15 minutes in the presence of Sai Kumar, sir. Afterwards, we'll take question and answers.
Oh, is it? Because Sai Kumar sir is here, I think we'll spend time for questions, Sirisha, and then we'll follow with meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, let's open for questions, please. Friends, anybody wants to talk to Sai Kumar sir or want to share anything about the program or about today's event, please raise your hand and we can unmute you, and then you can have a chance to talk to this great master. Yeah. Sirisha, are you unmuting? Nagendraji.
Yeah, just a minute. Nagendraji. Yeah. Yes.
Good evening, Sai Kumar Garu. This is Shobha from Maryland, and I would love for you all to come and stay with us. And I'm a big fan. Since I started doing a meditation, we would love to have you at our house.
Oh,
thank you for your invitation, madam. Thank you. I will be there, madam.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, Shanu.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, madam.
Thank you so much for a beautiful session.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, I don't have question. I was just wondering if you can share a little bit, your time with Patriji, if you have time.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I told about Patri sir. I told all the points from Patri sir. A very simple, down-hearted, down-to-earth person whom I have come across. In this journey, in spite of so much intimacy with many people, you take Anila, you take Shirisha, And you take, what is your name, madam?
Shanu.
Shanu. So you take Sheetal. Patri sir knows them for the last 20 years. In spite of knowing so much closely also, he never called them Sheetal or Anila or Shirisha. He used to call Shirisha madam, Sheetal madam, Anila madam. So that is one of the great aspects of a master. Even in spite of being very close, he would have called anything. Are, aap aa jao. वैसे कभी नहीं बोला. He used to say, hey, Sai Kumar Reddy, Sai, like that. That is one aspect. The second aspect is, as I told you, things go in your way. We are happy when things come up, go in your way. We are not happy when things don't go in our way. And every master in his dictionary, that master has removed the two words, boredom and problem. He has kept as a challenges. And things are not the same. For Patri sir, any master, it won't be, they have their own challenges. And he used to accept things as he is. He is not discriminating things. Today, we go to a class, there were 200 people. Then Patri sir announces immediately, Sai Kumar, let us give a date for another 1 month, next month. So he give a date, and we announce a date. We'll be coming to this platform again after 1 month, and we all these 30 days work, spread all the pamphlets, brochures, and because 200 people have come by a single call, if we can put some effort, more people will come. And on the day of the meditation, we find hardly 10 people. And we feel embarrassed to go and tell Patri sir. Patri sir is asking me, Sai Kumar, what happened? Still, the time is over. Why we are not moving? Sir, you just wait for another 10 minutes, another 10 minutes, another 10 minutes. Then you start, what is happening? Tell me. Sir, we put all the efforts, but only 10-15 people turned up. We thought at least minimum 200 last time has come. At least this time 200 minimum to aayega. But there are only 10 people. Oh, no problem. Why? We have done our work. Let's go. I will teach to the 10 people. That was his way of approach to life. He is happy with to teach. He's always ready to even one person. This is one incident I saw. He never postponed it. Oh, only he is not bothered about the quantity, the quality of the class. And the second thing I found with my masters, we have traveled from Kanyakumari to Kashmir so many times, standing in the night, whole compartment. It is a summer hour. Patri sir has no habit of postponing it. We used to stand in the very rush bus, and next morning we land at 5 o'clock. And the people who come to pick up us gave us only half an hour, because our class used to start at 6 o'clock in the morning. So Patri sir used to say, give me half an hour time, I'll get ready. And by 6 o'clock he was ready, sharp. And no complaints. He never tell, when people ask him, how was the journey? Oh, it's fine. He never said, oh, I came all the way, whole night for you, standing, compassion. He never used that word. He was always there on time. The second quality I found with my master. And the third quality, that appreciation he gives to everybody, even for a small thing, to a level of an enlightened master, to a level of Brahmashri. He comes to our level and motivates us. That's another quality. He never discourages. He always says, you are a Buddha. A Buddha meets Buddha. Sai Kumar, you are a Buddha, because you have been meeting another Buddha. A Buddha finds a Buddha. So that was his few things about Patri sir. I will be sharing more on 20th November.
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you. It was so beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shanaji.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Kalidas.
Thank you. Namaste, Sai Kumar sir. Namaste, Sreekanth sir.
Namaste,
Yeah.
namaste.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your association with Patriji. And the thing you said that you removed the problem from your dictionary, that is so motivating.
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy to. I'm planning to replay the whole video when I get some time tomorrow, because there is so much content in this session. So I have to revisit and get into the mind. So make it a practice, whatever you both said today. And Sreekanth said that beat was so good, and feel like you are a little kid sitting in the classroom student, because those are the things you hear in the school, like, you know, and those are the essential principles that we have to follow to make our life beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir.
And a small request, please invite me to your places. I am ready to come at my own expenses. Take care from airport to airport, that's good enough. I want to share my journey with my master. I want to share many facts of Patri sir, which the world doesn't know. The way he lived, the way he was moving across, the way how he used to read books, how he used to correct. And everywhere, wherever he went, there were concepts. I have so much to say about Atlanta. The way we visited, so many experiences. Of course, all the Atlanta masters, Sreekanth knows, he was on always fire. And it was a beautiful experience. So please do invite me when I come to America, to all the places. I am ready to come and share my wisdom.
You are so blessed, sir, and we are too so blessed.
Yes, you are from which place, sir?
I live in Atlanta, sir. Atlanta, sir.
Ah, that's nice. That's nice.
Hopefully we'll meet in Maryland. That's my wish. So it's God's grace and it'll happen.
No, you are there.
Yeah.
Another quality of that. So Patri sir always used to say, use the end word that I am there always. It has happened and it will happen. Now I am speaking again. I am there. I am there. I am there. The words make. That's what the one principle of Sreekanth was saying. Use your words, speech, materialize it, throw into the world, the nature, and the nature gives you. I am saying I am there. I don't know. I am there. I am there. I am there. That makes the reality.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. It's also happened to be a Thanksgiving weekend. So hopefully that will also make it easy for many in the US to go there. That's a very good plan.
Yeah. So the only thing what we need to have that intention of, I want to be there, right? The whole world will work for that to make that happen. So that's what our experience.
Absolutely. That is how a man, a simple middle class sales executive has created this empire by his own thought.
Yes.
He created the reality. Yes, I am there in America. Sreekanth, I am there. Sreekanth, you are opening. And see that he has not himself believed, he believed in everybody of us.
Yeah.
Sreekanth, you can do it. You can make PSSM USA. You can build a pyramid. So that was the motivation he was giving to us. When you can do.
Yeah, when sir said you start PSSM USA, when sir said you start PMC USA channels, we didn't know what that was. But sir said, yes, you will do. You will do.
You will do.
Man, so that one word when sir said,
confidence.
Yeah, the confidence what he has on us.
On us.
Yes.
So let us take it, sir. That is how he pushed everybody.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So that November 20th, somebody is asking questions. So that's just 1 day program. It's morning 10 to evening about 4:30 or 5. It's a Sunday. So that is the plan. So we'll post again all the flyers, all the details in the group, my dear friends. So you can follow there. So with that, I think, sir, let's do about 10 minutes, sir, meditation. If you don't.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, so Devi Garu is there.
Hi, sir. Sreekanth Garu. Good to hear from you, Andy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Welcome,
much for
Devi,
wonderful
welcome.
session. Hi, Sai Kumar sir. Good
Yeah,
morning.
move to Dallas, sir.
Yes, move to Dallas, sir.
Please send me the new address, please, to send our
Yeah, I'm
pamphlets.
gonna move again into other home. That's what I message you. I will send you in 1 month, sir.
Yeah, please, madam.
Yeah. Then after the second move, I will be settled there.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for
See you in
coming,
Dallas.
sir.
See you in Dallas.
Yes, sir. See you in Dallas. Thank you. Just want to say hi to both of you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great
Devi.
session. Thank you, Sreekanth sir. It was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, friends. Yeah, I know we are running late, but please, let's do 10 minutes meditation along with Sai Kumar sir. It will be more energetic when you have very senior masters along with us, my dear friends. So sit in a comfortable posture.
I couldn't find so comfortable posture in your Apple Music library. You can ask me to play a radio station or ask for your music on a different.
Sorry, my Siri is talking. So. Okay. Let's close our eyes, my dear friends. Clasp your fingers, close your legs. This is called Sukha Asana, my dear friends. Comfortable position. It's a soft music. Just played, my dear friends. Let's get into the meditative mode. Meditation is very important, my dear friends. Before starting the session and after having any session, which the before one will open up our mind to accept and to understand the subject what is being taught. You might know the subject already, but when you come with an open mind, there is always a scope to learn something new. And meditation, what we do after a session, it just gets into our beautiful body system that we have. It gets into our mind. It gets into our subconscious mind. So that we can utilize that wisdom when needed, my dear friends. Just be with your breath. Do not force of any kind, my dear friends. Just the way it is. All the elements what we talked today have to work for us, my dear friends. These are the beautiful utilities available, and we use it in a right manner. The whole purpose of taking this life, my dear friends, is to experience and enjoy, be blissful, joyful every moment. And we have made the hell of this life, made it so complicated, we made it so stressful. We have not come for that, my dear friends. We have come here just to experience and enjoy. Let's keep this life as simple as possible so that we could enjoy that. Enjoy our being. Enjoy every moment. It comes purely based on acceptance, my dear friends. We accept the life as is. with your breath, my dear friends. Final 2 minutes, my dear friends. Just be with your breath. Since you have signed up for this program, my dear friends, you are already in the right path. You just have to understand the wisdom and follow it in our day-to-day life, my dear friends. Practice meditation, know the subject, know about yourself, know what all these concepts are, how it relates to us, and just practice meditation, which will help you lead your life very smoothly and joyfully, and enjoying every moment rather than the struggles, my dear friends. Let's make our lives happy. Final 1 minute. Be with your breath, my dear friends. At this time, let's give gratitude to our parents who have given such a beautiful life. Teachers, mentors, friends, families, all these people around you are helping you in one way or the other, my dear friends, to evolve. Let's give gratitude to all these people, my dear friends. Final 10 seconds. Okay, friends. Slowly place both your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. This way, all our energy in our hands gets back into our system again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, now slowly take off your hands, open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation as I had. I thoroughly enjoyed every bit. Thank you. Thank you for joining today again, my dear friends. So I'll hand it over to Sirisha to talk about tomorrow's session.
My heartfelt gratitude to Sai Kumar sir for sharing a great quality of great master. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you, Sreekanth. It is a wonderful wisdom session today. Friends, we all understood that how we are depleting the energy. So this is very important concept. So anyway, we are getting energies through meditation, through sleep, through food. So we are getting the energies, but we don't know how to utilize the energies. So everyone, see, we are all earning money. We all know that money concept, how to utilize the money well, how to save the money, where to invest, where not to invest, right? So energy is very, very important than money, friends. So remember this concept. So we should implement this concept all the time. So whenever you do work, when you do your work with consciously, you gain energy only, you're not depleting. So you should enjoy your work. Through enjoying, you are receiving the energies only. So you are conserving your energies. So friends, thank you for joining us today. Tomorrow we have another great session on karma and reincarnation by Ayappa Pindi. So let us all meet tomorrow at same time, 9 p.m. EST and 6:30 a.m. IST. Friends, thank you once again. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Shirisha. Please share all the details to everybody.
Yes, definitely I will share the details.